Hello and welcome to the Saturday morning live stream where here we talk about all different things tech. Today I thought it'd be good to talk about where everybody is at with Prime Days. How'd you do? What's going on? Did you find any good deals? Were you able to refrain from buying anything? Let us know. I also want to share with you guys, talk about some of the new Accard cameras that came out. In case you didn't see this weekend's or Thursday's video, check it out. We got a couple new releases there. David, one of our channel members, actually shared some new lights that Accara has that I think are interesting. We could talk about that. Also, a little update going on with the HomePod with the screen. Yeah, we'll talk about that and some of the other things going on. But yeah, let's dive in, say hi to some folks. I do need to make sure that I keep this stream a little tighter today since I have, it's my daughter's 13th birthday today. And we have stuff that we have to do. So yeah, we'll dive in, share any thoughts you guys have in the chat, any good deals, and then we'll jump in and go. So first off, let's say hi to Gene. Alan, good morning. Nick, good morning. And both Gene and Alan are channel members. And if you didn't know, I do a member stream right before this one, where we talk about whatever you guys want. Usually it's just me babbling similar to this, but we go off on all different tangents and stuff. So if you would like to help support the channel and become a channel member, I did pin a message at the top that has the channel member link on there. So definitely appreciate the channel members who help support the channel. So Nick, good morning. Good morning, William. Good to see you here. And Bill, appreciate you, man. He's the official timekeeper. You know, the stream would go way too long without Bill. William in Canada, welcome. Thank you for being here. And John from flooded Texas. Hey, sending my best out to you guys in Texas. That's so sad. The families and stuff affected there. Good morning, channel for fans. Thank you for being here. And I'm trying to tighten up this stream a little because I know things get a little long. I've actually seen, keeping it real with you guys. Viewership has been down. Not as many people have been interested in the stream. So we're going to try to get a little more structure going to the stream. Definitely share your thoughts, your questions, and all of that. But yeah, we're going to tighten this up some. Question, I asked you about PoE cameras. I replaced the PoE switch and cables. I have 3 cameras and still power up, but no video. Could it be my router overloaded? I do have a lot of IoT smart devices. That is a great question. I've never had I haven't heard of people having a problem with too many devices and to the point that you would see no video at all. Now, is there something within your router that's preventing that particular channel to be opened up? Personally, what I would really try to do with this is I would go with, I would either go to ChatGPT, or recently, as of a couple days ago, I started using Grock that you could find on Twitter or go to grock.com. And Grock is good for information. I'm actually thinking of canceling ChatGPT Pro and switching over. But what I would do is I would take that question to ChatGPT and I would say everything that you have done and how things are working still. I would enter your model number of your router and I would just explain exactly what you're doing. And a good example of how I did that recently is, if you guys haven't seen it, I did a video on a projector, and hopefully you guys will check it out at some point. But I did this video on this projector. Let's just mute that. And this projector, a lot of times, videos that I've seen on this projector, it looked like crap. it's hard to film these laser projectors. Well, you look here, the footage looks awesome. I've captured great footage. Well, to get that good footage, what I did is I went to ChatGPT Pro, and I went to ChatGPT, and I said, actually, I'll just leave it roll in the background. I said that I was having an issue with the, basically, how do I make this brand projector look good? When filming with my iPhone, it looks horrible. And seeing other people's videos, it looks horrible. You see colors scrolling through the screen. How do I make it look good with my Sony a6400 mirrorless camera? And it said, well, one, your camera will be much better suited than an iPhone. What you want to do is create a custom picture profile. And it gave me the exact settings that I needed. It showed me things I had no clue about and explained to me why it would do that. And like, I created a custom picture profile. I adjusted gamma settings. I adjusted the knee settings. I don't even know what knee means when it comes to a camera, but it told me exactly what to adjust, and the footage came out awesome. To the point that the people that sent me the projector said, hey, can you let us know what you did, because your footage looks way better than a lot of other creators. And if we could pass along some tips to them, that would be great. So I hate to just pass that off, but I would really take that question there, because it doesn't make any sense. And it could be as simple as something like you need to open up, like for the PoE cameras, for networking and stuff, you might need to open up a certain range of channels on there. Like an example, I don't know if channel's the right words, but for my NAS, my network attached storage, it has to, there's like the IP address semicolon 8080 or something is like the specific IP address / channel that it needs to be able to communicate down. And if for some reason that is blocked, let's say by your router, it could be the roadblock in getting your cameras to actually send video. Other thing is I'd always check the apps related to the camera and see if there's been some kind of update there. But I really think, you would Grock, ChatGPT. I don't know. I've never used Claude. Google Gemini seems to be one of the worst from what I'm seeing, but I would really take it there, because I'm blown away to the point that I'm going to start using it even more on stuff. Kellen, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Rhett, Jack Steiner, he is one of our channel members. I appreciate your support, and had a good bunch of purchasing during Prime Days. California State Fair started yesterday, and it was 102. That is insane. That is, yeah, once you pass 100, that's crazy. Break time, good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Lawrence, happy Saturday to you. Lawrence gave Superman a 3 out of 5 over on our member Discord. And today, Brett gave it, he really enjoyed it. So just a little Superman update for you guys. Larry, good morning. Thank you for being here. Prime Day's the best. It's because it reduced the prices on headphones. Yeah, and that's Prime Day deals. Out of curiosity, let's see. If I go back to my videos, I'm curious to see how many Prime Day deals are still, if there are any good deals in effect. So just to show, this was the page of different deals that I had going on for Prime Days. And we could see that, yeah, pretty much everything is back to its normal price. That LG TV is still good. If you want to check out any of these deals or this link, you could find it in the description of this this live stream. But yeah, all the good Prime Day stuff is now back to normal prices, or pretty much all of it. So yeah, personally, I managed to avoid picking up anything other than dog food. So I saved a little bit of money on dog food. What I do have here, though, in my cart is the Accara G100. And this stream isn't sponsored. If you didn't check it out yet, I did make a video that came out on Thursday for the new Accara video doorbell and the Accara G100 camera. I did put a link to that video in the description, in the description for this video, so you can check it out. What you'll find is that there are some discounts still available on these all the way through July 20th. You can save 20% off the G410 and 15% off the G100. And currently in my cart is the G100. I like it. I think it is great. It's $34.99 for it and $5 off if you use that 15% coupon. And I would say for a $30-ish camera, it is great. The fact that I can use it with Apple Home is awesome. I love it. I'll bring it up right now. But I do recommend checking out the video. Actually, you know what? I'll just do my overhead camera. I was showing it earlier on my member stream, but yeah, the G100 camera. Let's go to the overhead. Here's my backyard. You know, it only comes in at 1080p in Apple Home, but I love using it within Apple Home because the clips will record as long as there's motion. Clips will start recording, they'll buffer. So like my dog, it had started recording prior to actually seeing the dog. So right here, it shows me there's a dog that was animal picked up, and you look how long it's going before the dog actually appears. So it back times the recordings in Apple Home. Yeah, I highly recommend it. If you're an Apple Home user, you know, HomeKit Secure Video is awesome. There's my dog running around. The image quality has been nice. Where did it go? Sorry, bring it back up. Show you some evening footage from the previous day. Yeah, night vision on it is what I found with the night vision on the Accara cameras, on this and the G100 or the G410 doorbell, is you don't want to have any bright sources nearby. Like initially my camera was bouncing the infrared off of this gutter here, and it really messed with the image quality. So after changing that, like here's evening before night vision's turned on. There's my dog trying to drink out of the pool. But yeah, it's like image quality has been nice out of it. So no complaints for a $30 camera. I would say it's now the camera to beat at that price point. You know, evening looks good, daytime footage looks good out of it. The thing I would say about it is that it needs more frames per second. You know, like it picked up my wife, start recording before my wife or dog came out. You know, you're not going to get that through the Accara app. You're not going to get that through battery-powered cameras. You know, so yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying the G100. I think it offers some good image quality for a little camera. You know, you could get higher image quality if you go with like a 2K or a 4K camera, but a lot of it comes down to how many pixels are actually in that camera and how many frames per second it's recording at. So, Adam, I didn't get anything tech related during Prime Days. I got consumables and a new pair of shoes. Welcome, Adam. And yeah, you won then. You know, if you only got the necessities, that sounds like a great use of Prime Days. John, I didn't buy nothing, could not afford it, but I want to get a car, a new camera. Yeah, just check out the links. You got until July 20th if anybody wants to pick up either the G100 or the G410. So, and at 129 and then 20% off, you know, that knocks it down just over $100 for the doorbell. And I could show you guys a little live look at that too. One of the things that I had mentioned during my member stream was the fastest response. Where is it? Oh, the fastest responding camera I'm finding is in Apple Home is the G5 Pro. You click on it and it's an almost instant connection going on there. The second fastest I would find would be the new G410. You know, it's an almost instant connection there. Now, this does use 5G, or 5 gigahertz, not 5G, 5 gigahertz bandwidth. So that's a little stronger and can give you a little faster connection time. I've been enjoying this camera. I don't think the image quality is as good as the G5 Pro. You know, in low light, it doesn't do as well, but for me, it's been working out. I've been using a Ring 1080p video doorbell for a while, so this one works with Apple Home. You know, it recognized my daughter. You know, it has the whole face recognition. Sees that I'm there, recognizes me. You know, yeah, I'm a big fan of Apple Home. So the idea that you can get a doorbell and cameras at these prices that work with Apple Home is huge for me. You know, and this isn't a battery powered only. It could be wired or battery powered. So if you guys are interested in it, check those out while the deals are still going on. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got another teenager now. It's only when we realize there's no HomePod with the screen. It's right next to the spoon. So yes, and thank you, John. I appreciate it. And William, thank you. Yeah, Chaz. Hey, Craig. Hope all is well. No deals for Prime Day. Matter of fact, I haven't bought any new smart home gear in a long time. I'm pretty set until something interesting gets released. And I want to show you something in a minute that one of our channel members just brought to my attention. It's some new lights from Accara that I think, as a lighting nerd, I think they would be great. Now, before we talk about that, yeah, no HomePod with a screen. That is, according to latest rumors, not going to be happening this year after all. Let's see, where was the... Apparently, it has now been delayed. Where is that? Nope. Of course, can't find it. Tools, anytime, past week. There we go. Yeah, so now, just so you guys know, and this is changed a purchase I just recently made. 6 Apple products might be dropping in spring of 2026. Originally, some of what was expected was oh yeah, okay, bad article. Let me just find it a different way. Mac Rumors is one that I normally use. Yeah, apparently HomePod with the screen is now being delayed until 2026. Where did I see that? And along with that, apparently new MacBook Pros are being delayed until early next year. Yeah, Studio Display now expected early next year. OLED MacBook Pro may not launch next year after all, and that would be, according to Mark Gurman, who's like the Apple whisperer, has all the inside knowledge. He refreshed M5 models of the MacBook Pros won't be coming out until the first half of 2026. So originally it was thought that next year we would see a MacBook Pro with OLED. Since we're not going to see new MacBook Pros this year, it means we probably won't see an OLED version next year. Also, low-cost iPad next spring. Where did I see it? HomePod with the screen, though, is supposedly delayed now. So it was rumored to possibly be this fall. Screw it. I can't find it. Never mind. I give up. I quit. So HomePod with the screen, Apple's new display, and new MacBook Pros aren't going to happen this year, I guess. So that ended up, after reading that, I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm getting a new MacBook Pro now. I was going to hold off till the fall, but I just decided to do the upgrade after all. And William, wishing your daughter a happy birthday. Hope she has a wonderful day. But I feel you. I'm getting ready for my daughter's birthday on the 14th. Oh, yeah, man. They getting older. It's scary. Hey, Andrea, thank you for being here. Dave is keeping me cool today with fans and ice drinks. Happy 13th birthday to your daughter. I appreciate that. Welcome. And yeah, I'm hearing David saying the UK is 95 degrees there. Not right. Definitely not right. William, I picked up on Prime Days an Accard G5 camera, Accara G410 video doorbell, and Accard G2H Pro camera. Pretty happy with most, but I cannot get the G5 camera into HomeKit. Any thoughts? That is interesting. You weren't able to get it into HomeKit. Did you go under... Well, that's the hub. I know that David, one of our channel members, was saying in Discord that he was able to add his into... add the hub portion into Apple Home by going under the Matter settings. But yeah, that's odd that you're not able to get it into Apple Home. And I say that because it's been probably my most reliable camera has been the G5 Pro. And yeah, I'm looking at settings right now, see if there's anything that pops up. Because there's the HomeKit tab, if you go under settings, and then connecting HomeKit, you should be able to go from this screen right here. If you go under your settings for the camera in the Accara app, you should be able to go to the HomeKit tab and then hit connect right there. And then you have the HomeKit pairing code if needed to connect at that point. Something though that I do want to point out that is good to know, because Accara devices have been kind of a pain in the butt when it comes to their Thread border routers. If you go under network information, what you can do is you can go under network information, scroll down to Thread, and then pick which Thread network you want it to be a part of. Like what by default, these Accara things will create their own Thread networks. And you don't want that to happen. You want them to play all within the same network. So you can see my G410 has been switched over. My G5 Pro has been switched over. By default, they created their own Thread networks. So you do want to change that. It'll make for a happier home. But yeah, that's under network information. But the connecting to HomeKit should be right there for you. And something else to try is try to give it a restart on power, before you try to do the connection. Because I don't know if it will need to be, sometimes with the certain devices, it puts it in like a pairing mode, ready to pair when it's initially powered up, versus trying to do it after it's been up for a while, power-wise. But yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't be working right out of the box. Yeah, that truly is my favorite camera. It's just way too expensive. You know, it has so much stuff that you don't need in it. Like, I really wish that they would make this camera minus all the hub stuff. G5 Pro. Because in Apple Home, you have 10 days of recording. And it's at its best price right now. But yeah, this at $129, if you don't need a camera, it's kind of hard to justify. But it really has been the best camera that I think I've owned. It's annoying that you got to run power to them, but it's been worth it. David, in my experience so far, Claude is pretty good helping me with code questions. Gemini is good with tech support questions, and Grock is good for most other things, but none of them are really great. Check out, thank you for sharing that, David. That's good to hear. Check out some of the stuff with Grock 4.0. That released this last week, and from some of the demos and some of the different different YouTube videos I watch, supposedly it's just blowing away some of these other ones that in a lot of the benchmark test. But yeah, like you're saying, they each have their strengths. If you want more, like one of the things that I've read with Grock is when it comes to current events and current information, it is the best. And part of the reason why is that it scans Twitter, and everything current is there on Twitter. So people are posting current information all the time. You just might get skewed information here and there, you know, from Grock. You have, I think there's a setting for this, but it'll reference Elon Musk's post on X. So I think you can turn that off or it won't check for that. But that's one of the things that it can skew certain things. And yeah, it's like, and you get them kind of manipulating it to be not as left-leaning, and you know, some of that's nonsense. But use them both, cross-reference them, you know, take advantage of all these free ones. Lawrence, I look forward to Grock and Home Assistant. I was impressed when I was doing some comparison stuff. I was comparing a couple different YouTube channels, and was when I was doing those comparisons, I was surprised that Grock was just the detail it went into that ChatGPT didn't. It was like, wow, it really analyzed it and pulled out information where it's like, this person leans more family oriented and they're a little more niche down, where this person has a broader appeal, but they lean into humor more. And you're just like, it was really a great comparison. Len, welcome. Thank you for being here. Did you get rid of your iPhone and get an awesome Samsung? Yeah. No, the Samsung phones look amazing. I mean, if it was the same exact phone as an iPhone, I would be all over it. You know, it's all operating system. You know, it's like MKBHD did a review on the Switch 2, and it's like, at the end of the day, it comes down to the games you play. It doesn't matter about anything else about this thing if you don't play those games. So, got a super chat from Gene. I saw the lights change. I got it set back up so lights change. So thank you, Gene, for the super chat coming in. Yeah, see, this is where ChatGPT is great. I did that with a shortcut. And what I did was like, I want to make a shortcut with some lights turning to red. I want them to flash 3 times and then restore back. And by using this software, my Ecamm software, it'll recognize a super chat and will trigger a shortcut. So it triggered a shortcut just now, which made that happen. And if I go... Gene, $5 super chat. Hello, Craig. Enjoy your day. You rock. Microsoft Copilot. Let me bring it up here. Enjoy your day. You rock. Microsoft Copilot is great AI experience. Gene, thank you for sharing that. And thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. And Gene's one of our channel members, 12 months as a channel member. So thank you very much, Gene. The lights told me. So I'm like, why are the lights changing colors? Super chat. But yeah, that was a great use of ChatGPT. I just typed it in there, what I was looking for, told me all the steps I needed to make that shortcut. Done. So just copied, went into the shortcuts and did it. So Bill, I've given Google Gemini a couple of different devices to design, and it basically designed them the way I would and suggested some alternatives in design too. So it's crazy. It's you got to just look, got to look into, how to make that stuff. Sorry, I distracted myself there. Yeah, you got to play around with it. You know, when you have questions, like take it to the different AIs and see what kind of answers you get, because it's pretty impressive. You know, that, yeah, like you're saying, it basically designed them the way I would and suggested some alternatives in the design too. And apparently, if you're writing text, like I saw this in a Reddit comment, that if you use ChatGPT, there's actually websites that you can run that through so that it'll give it a score of how much, you know, an AI score. Basically, these websites determine whether let's say you're writing a research paper, how much of it looks like it was written by AI. So it'll give a score, and apparently the person who put this post in is often with ChatGPT. When you run a document through there, it'll get a score of like 95 out of 100 that it was written by AI. So what this person does is copy what ChatGPT says, drops it into Grock, and says, this got an AI score of 95, I need it less. And then Grock could rewrite it, and then if you resubmit it, it often gets into the 5 to 10% AI recognition. So there's tools to help people clean up their cheating from AI. So it is interesting, though, with some of it is, like, I've asked for information, and it's like, you're completely wrong. Like, I was asking about something related to a Switch, you know, and it was telling me that it could play Call of Duty and stuff. And it's like, no, it can't. You're wrong on that. So they had to turn off Grock a while because someone programmed T to be mean. Yeah, and that's one of the things, though, too, is you can also, with these different AIs, you can tell it to give you an answer in a type of personality. You know, answer this as if you were a PhD mathematician. You know, if you were a conservative talk show host, whatever. You know, I mean, if you were whatever type of, I don't know. If you were a fireman, how would you answer this fire safety question? You know, so yeah. It's they're definitely, you got to think about, it's the bias of however they're being programmed too, the programmers, and they're overriding what can be put in there. Kenny, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sitting at 30C here in Northern Ireland, which is about 86 to 87. Yeah, David in England was saying they're at 95. You guys got like heat waves going on. We broke the planet, folks. It's too warm now. So it's crazy how certain parts are getting way too warm. ABC Gaming, did everyone have a good Prime Days? Just got a Tapo power extension for garden lights. Yeah, I didn't spend any money other than on dog food, so no complaints here. I did want to share something, a product that personally I'm interested that I would want to buy. I'd mentioned the Accara stuff, and big thing with Accara is you'll see them sponsor some videos. The reason I'll work with them is because I actually like their stuff. you'll see that I don't have a lot of other cameras. A lot of, like I had a company reach out. I've had TP-Link reach out multiple times, but they don't make cameras most of the time that work with Apple Home. And my attitude is, at this point in time, if it doesn't work with Apple Home, there's no excuse. There's no excuse at this point, because there's enough people that are doing it. So that's why you won't see all these different brands. It's like, if they're not compatible with everything, I really don't care at this point. So that's why you'll find Accara on there. And that's like SwitchBot. I'll work with them because they end up taking more initiative working with HomeKit, with Apple Home, and they're making products that are unique. You know, they're not just spitting out one more smart plug, one more camera. They're like, oh, here's a gadget that can do this that no one else is doing. So, so I mentioned that to try to say, hey, I'm not just pitching their stuff because it's like I'm told to or being bought off. It's like, no, this is stuff that's interesting to me. And that's a little intro before I bring into this. This is an Accara product that looks interesting to me. I'm curious what you guys think. David, one of our channel members, shared this. If you go to Accara's homepage, Accard.com, go to their products. If you want to follow along, check it out. Products, smart lighting. These bulbs are awesome. I love these T2 bulbs. That's what I'm using behind me. It's very bright. It does great color. But what's interesting to me now is this track system that they're coming up with. This, well, works with Apple Home and everybody else. But they have the track system, and this track system would provide power. So you plug in the track, and then it's running power down the track. But in this, you can get different size light strips, either non-frosted or frosted strips, and spotlights in them. So in my mind, this sounds awesome because, like the desk behind me, I would love to run a track and be able to put the non-frosted ones pointing straight down at that desk for work light. And then also look at doing, like, here's some examples here, you know, have downlights, but then be able to use the spotlight as a backlight for my video shots here. So I saw these, and as a lighting nerd, I'm like, I want to get some of these. They're not for sale yet, but yeah, this sounds like a product that's pretty interesting to me from them. So you just attach the light to the track provides the power, and you put the stuff wherever you want at that point. So this is one of their products I hope to see come out soon, because I could really see jumping on top of that. But what do you guys think? Would you be interested in a track system? Like, you could put cameras and all this stuff and power it that way. Personally, I don't ever see myself using it for those things. Maybe the presence sensor, but the hub and all that, no. But from a lighting standpoint, to have the spotlights or, you know, the different lighting options sounds pretty cool. So that's one of their products I'm excited to hopefully get my hands on at some point from them. So you heard it here first, though, that if you do see a video on it, I'm already excited to try to play with these. So yeah, like, I could see picking up some of these, buying some of those. Held on with magnets too, even easier. Yeah, I'm nerding out on it. So sorry, I'll stop nerding out on that. Let's see. Larry, I scored a Skitec Shiva gaming PC for $569, which was $30 off Prime days. Went on sale a few days early. Nice. A gaming PC, $569. That's a good price for a gaming PC. Great video with the camera. The Accard cameras look just like the Tapo camera. Yeah, and I would say the biggest downfall of these cameras, and I mentioned at the end, is they got such small sensors in them. So it's 2K resolution, but you're looking at such a small sensor put in there. And the other thing that affects it too is the frame rate. And I reached out like to the Accara folks. I'm like, I was having trouble editing some of this footage because my video is made in 30 frames per second, but their cameras are only recording at 20 frames per second. So the less frames, the less clarity. Well, on my end, what ends up happening is it has to make up frames. So it actually creates a stutter in there that doesn't exist if you do the playback on your phone or a tablet. You know, you wouldn't see that stutter at all. But by importing the clips, I had that problem with it. But yeah, they need to increase their frame rates. That price for a car outdoor camera is really amazing. I mean, it's a $30 camera that works with everybody, and it works with Apple HomeKit Secure Video. And the reason I use that as a metric is it has to be certified to do that. That's a step beyond a Wi-Fi only camera that only works with Google and Amazon. You know, it just shows more money, effort, and stuff was put into that camera. So comparing it to a Wise Cam that is $35, that's not going to save footage into anyone's iCloud account. So even if you don't use Apple, you got to look at it that they put in more work, more effort in there. So more detail towards security and stuff by going that route. So let's see. Today will be about 112. Oh my God, that's brutal. That is brutal. The only thing that's good about the Vegas 112 is that I'll take Vegas 112 over Massachusetts 80 and humid. You know, when you sweat in the shade doing nothing, that's when it sucks. At least you get into some shade, some of that heat goes away. Lawrence, wait, discount on G100, cash in my Microsoft rewards for another $25 off. Wanted to compare it with the Eufy indoor cams. Yeah, there's, if you click the link in the description, or if you, the promo code for the G100 is G100 Craig. So here we go. And I'll put this in here. I'll just copy and paste these two, this stuff right here. There we go. That's going to be the links and the discount codes. And you have until July 20th to use those. So, yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it, you know. It's not a miracle worker. Like, I know Paul Hibbert covered some Reolink cameras that, you know, can see the individual pores on your face. You know, they're a 4K camera, dual lens thing that, yeah, it should get better quality. Where, you know, these G100s are $35 this big, and you could, you know, buy 5 of them, you know, buy 3 of them for $100, you know, get 3 different points at your house covered versus $250, $300 for a 4K camera in one spot. So, that's Wormlands, currently 89 Fahrenheit. Wow, you guys, all that heat sucks. Thanks, Len. Yeah, that's fortunate to have a pool. I'm glad that where we're at, it's very hot. So having that pool is nice. And at this point, the cost to build a pool is through the roof. So we lucked out in our house. Our house jumped by about 20% over the course of 2 years. You know, now it's almost up, I think we're up about 80% since we bought it in 2012, or 15. We came in like right before the market went insane where we are. Just more filament on Prime Day. Yep, it's a good time to get that stuff. Lawrence, Eufy indoor cameras are great. All my cams are Eufy cameras. Yeah, the Eufys, and I mentioned those in my Prime Day video, that Eufy's the other camera that I would get for indoor because you got that local storage and it works with Apple HomeKit, secure video. Keith, welcome. I picked up quite a few things from Prime Day, but the main ones being 2 SwitchBot UltraVision smart locks, both now installed, working brilliantly. I'm more impressed with SwitchBot every time. And see, that's why I'll work with them, is affordable devices that aren't your typical devices. I mean, like, seriously, I swear I get at least 5 smart lock offers a week, and I've never heard of them. It's got to be 3 to 5 camera offers a week. And it's like, I've never heard of them. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. Hey, it's a typical Craig stream. 18 minutes. Now 33. Thank you, Bill. Hey, Craig, for Prime Day, I picked up 2 Accard G5 Pro, a few motion sensors, water leaks, among other things. It's a good time to get those G5 Pros. At $50 off. It's definitely a good time if you are going to get them. I just wish they made a $75 version that ditched the thread border router and Zigbee. Let's ditch that stuff. That'd be nice. Lawrence reminds me I need to change batteries in my G4 doorbell. Yeah, and it's nice to have the option to change batteries. Does Apple Home reduce all recordings and streaming to 1080p? Yes, it does, except I learned the 4x3 cameras don't. Those will do 1600 by 1200. So I actually had said that it was 1080p, but the Accara folks had let me know that it was 1200p on that. So, which was surprising. I'm like, I don't think that's true. But I downloaded clips, put them into my photo app, checked information, and it was like 16 by 1200. John, I'm battery powered. My doorbell's battery powered and hook up to home. I got a power plug and hook it to my outside plug. Yeah, that is, and that's the thing. You could get transformers for doorbells if needed, like plug-in transformers. So, which is cool. Apple released a HomePod with the screen to commemorate the first man on Mars. Not referencing For All Mankind. That's funny. That is a great show. I love For All Mankind, if you guys haven't seen it. And Gene, you may not be here now, but thank you again for the super chat. And I haven't tried Copilot yet. Going back to the Accara camera mentioned at 27, are you thinking of a light version without the hub option to lower the cost? Yeah, I really wish they would make one without all the extra stuff, and just be able to take advantage of just the 5 gigahertz, because it definitely pops up quicker. It's got a great connection, and the camera sensor seems to be bigger. I don't know, and the light in it's bright, so if you needed to take advantage of that. Adam, I'm going to break my drought of no new tech next year. I'm going to have to upgrade my phone. Yeah, now how long has it, what would you be upgrading from? Because that is, I had someone leave a comment on an Apple Watch video that they're going from a Series 3 to a Series 10. And it's like, oh, dude, that is a sweet upgrade. It's such a huge leap that it's night and day difference in the device they're using. Where I'll upgrade my iPhone and I'll open it up, I'll touch it for 2 minutes and go, okay, it's the same iPhone. So also check out Accara's own website shop. Sometimes you get better deals than Amazon. Never say that, David. I don't get a piece of the action if that's the case. No, I don't care about the piece of the action. One of the things I did think was interesting, I don't know if they have it, on Accara's website, if you go to, I guess it'd be under cameras, I can't even see, smart cameras. I don't know if it shows up here, but depending where you're at, you can get it in white. So I didn't know that was even an option. In the US, you can't get it in white. See, if I go to the US, it just sends me right to Amazon's to buy it. So, but they do make a white version that's available. Yeah, they only make black and the gray color here in the U.S. But I saw on Reddit someone shared that they have a white version. Chat GPT is good. You can ask details too. Yeah, it is great. It's so helpful. And Keith, yeah, I need to put the clip back on here. I saw that. I need to put the clip so I can manually get some fireworks because I don't know if I can. I don't think I can trigger a scene at the same time. But yeah, I got to get that going. I use Grock quite a bit. I use the iOS app and have it running in the background. It walks me step by step on Home Assistant and also building a Steam gaming PC and a retro gaming PC. Yeah, that's awesome. And it is cool that it's available. Like if you're on Twitter, you could go right to it on Twitter. And if you pay the $8 premium on Twitter, it'll you get more use out of it. If you upgrade to Twitter, their Premium Plus, it would be $40, but you would get Super Grock 4.0, and you would get no ads on Twitter. Or you can buy Super Grock or 4.0 for $30 a month. So it's more expensive than ChatGPT, but if it's more useful, I'm going to play around with it. Thank you, Bill. I'm only 19 minutes behind. I use AI on my Home Assistant Ring doorbell, and it tells me who it is and the color of my hair and clothes. That's it, man. It's scary. The more this stuff gets worked in, the better. It's easier to adjust to warmer climates than going into much cooler climates because the cooler climate means less food will grow. That's true. Yeah, that is true. One of the things that's interesting is like David, our channel member, was saying, like in the UK, houses aren't built with AC. So some of these heat waves, man, that kick your butt and when your house is built for a different climate. But yeah, you could still manage food as opposed to snow killing everything. Yeah, I didn't see Paul's new video yet, but yeah, the new hub, it's pretty impressive, and the different things you can do with it. Just having quick buttons and access to things and triggering scenes is nice. Lawrence, is the Accara Track standard track lighting form factor a proprietary system that only works with Accara products? Yeah, that I don't know. I haven't read enough into that one. Yeah, is it the standard track lighting? Like, what is it? The 12-volt setup where you can go to Home Depot and buy some and pop them in? I'm wondering, yeah, it'll be proprietary, I'm sure, with it. I hope it comes out in America, not only overseas. Yeah, me too. I want to play with it. I totally see where I could use it. Right now I have one light that shines back. I have an old LED that I bought when I first started YouTube that gets this backlighting. I would love to replace both of them. Great thing about Accard cameras are easy to get into Home Assistant too. See, that's the thing. There's so much flexibility with them. Funny you say that, Craig, about hot weather. I'm originally from Rhode Island. Yep, where humidity is high and the snow sucks. Came out here to Vegas to visit and never went back. That's it. I mean, it's like, you like the weather or don't. I know someone else grew up in Massachusetts and he was like, he said he wore shorts all year in Massachusetts. Everybody, like the day he turned 18, he was gone. He's like moved out to Arizona, never went back. So yeah, I can't stand humidity. I got spoiled in California. How far away will the new Accard camera work from your router? That's so hard to say. I mean, it really is like, it comes down to materials in between, things in the way. It's like, it's so hard to say with that stuff. Like I had a router that right in here, and about 20 feet away was my daughter's gaming PC, and the speed sucked. I took the router, put it 15 feet that way on a counter, so it actually became 35 feet away, 40 feet away, and the speed went up 3 times. You know, it went from like 60 megabits per second up to 300 megabits per second. You know, it just became, now it wasn't shooting through various different things. So the better the line of sight is you could get, the better, you know. Got some cheap earbuds, SwitchBot thermometers, Android key tags, cheap tool roll, and a couple other cheap tools. That's the thing, man. If you find the deals you like, it's a good time to shop. 46 minutes, I'm making up time, folks. Reminder that if you're in the UK or EU, you can get their Accara G5 Pro from their own website with 32 gigabytes of storage instead of 8 gigabytes from Amazon. And that is, thank you for mentioning that, one of the worst things, and I pointed out in my Accara camera video. So if you haven't, please check that one out. There's no video tomorrow. I've released like 4 videos over like 6-7 days. So I'm taking this weekend off. But one of the worst thing about the Accara G5 cameras is there's no SD card slot. So you can't do continuous recording on it like you can with the other Accara cameras. So having 32 gigabytes of storage helps with that. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. That's what I don't like, that they didn't have that. Hi, Craig. I love to purchase car products, but they're very limited here in New Zealand. Well, yeah, there's more interest I've seen. There's someone, Monique, that was left a couple comments in Australia that was saying it's harder to get them. You know, you can't get them on Amazon there. Adam, speaking of humidity, we're now entering corn sweat. Yeah, it'd be sweat season in the Midwest. Oh, man. Yeah, humidity is brutal. Can't stand it. Yeah, that's the worst thing there. I should never, like, I can remember in Massachusetts, my wife working out in the outside, and I'm just talking to her sweating. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm in the shade sweating. I should never sweat in the shade. That doesn't make sense. So, let's see. Thank you, John. I will. And you know what? I'll be streaming next week. Try to get more consistent. We're going to tighten up some of these streams. Like I'm going to wrap up in a moment. Since we're all almost caught up. Does anyone have any opinions on, I know nothing about that brand, a pressure washer. You know what? When it comes to a pressure washer, I like the D710 by Buckley. I don't know why I decided that. Alan, I got you. That's it. So, yeah, I haven't. I have like Sunjoe is my one. You know what? I lean into this. Like 16,000 reviews. I'm like, okay, that right there tells me something about that product. It's one of the things I love about Anchor. When I see large amounts of views and they still maintain a 4.3 after 2.6 thousand people, yeah. So somehow, hey, the brand seems to be pretty well reviewed. So, yeah, Sunjoe. See, I'm a Sunjoe person. So, that's it. Hey, I love it. I love it. People helping people out here, man. Got David, thank you for sharing that. So, there you go, Len. It's worth checking out. William, hey, Craig, what are the benefits of connecting the Accard G5 to NAS? You have a continuous recording. If you connect it to a NAS, I actually have mine connected up, which I never really look at. So let me see if I pop it open, go to the NAS. I think it's under Home, Accara Video, and yeah, it'll keep recording. Oh yeah, I paired up the Doorbell. So I haven't even looked at these clips. Yeah, 1 minute clips. Yeah, looks like everything's broken down. Well, there's a 6-second clip, a motion clip. Yeah, I have it set so it's only recording motion right now. Let's see. For the other one, the Accara camera, car video. Yeah, I'd have to look on, but the thing that's annoying when it says continuous recording, it's not long clips. It becomes a minute at a time. And it's like, oh my God. So if you need to look for something, it's cool, but that something you're looking for could be divided over 3 different clips. The only thing great about the rain in Texas, grass. Oh yeah, yeah, it is nice to have green grass, which doesn't happen often for us in Texas. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, we are at the end. We made it. I'm signing off now. Thank you guys very much. 1 hour and 1 minute. That's pretty tight for us here. Thank you very much, Bill, for helping me with the time. I do appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. And again, if you want to check out any of the Accard cameras, I put the links in the description. It's a good time to save price. And like I have up here, it's in my cart right now because it's $35. So it's like, I'm just playing well, do I want to spend $35 on this or maybe buy some Lego sets instead, So, yeah, I don't need it. I want it, and the price is good, which is tough. Those are the harder purchases. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Yep. And if you want to become a channel member, join us in Discord. You can post there. And yeah, see you guys. See you, David, over in Discord. And thank you, Alan. Thank you to all channel members and all the regulars. To new folks, I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next Saturday, same time. Take care.